guys liking the hair? Yes, I thought I'd brighten up the mood because actually I'm not feeling that well right now. So what I lack in my health right now, I'm going to make up for with colors. So yes, hi. So yes, it's Desiree Carlo. I'm back with another video. Now we are back to some fun topics today. So the latest buzz centering around Carlos Santana and that slight shade that he threw towards Beyonce. It's been swirling around the internet. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not really give that story too much attention. I'm literally only going off of information that I've received from others who have read the story in full. But I did not read the story in full because, I mean, I ain't really been checking for Carlos Santana since he was trying to find Maria. So, yeah. And also, we got to talk about Kanye. He's back in the news. No surprise. Got to discuss how he decided to go about this fashion show. And, yeah, how he was Kanye. And how Kanye is going to Kanye, right? So, first things first, Carlos Santana. So I was hearing that he said Beyonce didn't win because she's like not a singer and she makes modeling music, whatever that means. And a lot of people have been defending this sentiment, saying, well, she's not a singer and Adele is a singer, and how can you say Beyonce should have won, 25 was good, and blah blah, and all these asinine defenses, right? Okay, number one, nobody is saying 25 wasn't good. Okay, so we need to just cut it out. Okay, stop saying that. Unlike y'all who criticize Beyonce all too often, criticism of Adele does not mean we saying she can't sing. Unlike y'all who have disdain for Beyonce, who y'all literally be reaching for anything. I gotta speak on it because nobody else speaks on it. It seems like the end thing now, the trend to just speak out and bash Beyonce for doing anything. I mean, literally, the woman can fucking breathe, and there will be an entire Facebook post, article, and blog about it tomorrow, talking about how Beyonce do too much. Okay, cut it out. Okay, y'all love to talk about the fanatics, but for those who don't like Beyonce, y'all do too much too. Like, seriously. Like, literally yesterday, I saw an entire post about Blue Ivy's hair. Really? Come on. Come on. Seriously, y'all reaching. Like, I'll tell you why the defense in support of Carlos Santana argument is asinine. I'm going to tell you why. Simply put, there are so many, you guys are right, there are so many more other artists who are unparalleled, but they also didn't win the album of the year award. Okay, like how? Tell me this. Explain to me this, okay? For everybody that's defending and quite complacent with Beyonce not winning because it's Beyonce, right? Like, because it's cool to hate Beyonce. Well, tell me why Prince has never gotten one. Tell me why Diana Ross has also never received that award. Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige. I mean, for goodness sake, 1989 beat out Kendrick Lamar. How? Okay? So again, don't give me that, well, Beyonce, she's not a singer. Look, she's a singer in her own right. All right? She is. Okay? Like I tell everybody, you don't have to like Beyonce, but you're just reaching if you deny that woman's work ethic. For goodness sake, y'all, she covered every inch of the stage and she's pregnant with twins. Adele ain't pregnant. Adele ain't been pregnant for years and she's still standing in the same spot. Cut it out. Just cut it out. Keep it real. Okay, let's keep it real. Like, this is all fandom aside. You know, if you find yourself disagreeing with any of these sentiments, it's literally just because you personally don't like Beyonce, which you're entitled to. You don't have to like Beyonce. But to say she didn't, you know, she shouldn't have won because, you know, 25 was good too and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so was Prince. Okay? So was he. Diana Ross is the legend of all goddamn time. And what do you have to say about that? I'm pretty sure you won't have anything to say about that. So let's kind of just get past our personal bias for hating Beyonce for a moment and just look at the bigger picture, okay? Like, this is me being a fan, putting that aside. Perhaps you not being such a fan and putting that aside. Let's try to look at this shit objectively, okay? Like, let's just try to look at it unbiased. Just put it aside, okay? Ain't nobody saying go out and buy Dangerously in Love and 4 and Beyonce and I Am Sasha Fierce. Go buy it right now and be her fan. Nobody is making you do that. All I'm saying is this is literally, you know, the nail in the coffin. Like, this is a reminder of something that's been going on, okay? Like honestly, tell me this. When Beyonce lost to Beck, before that incident, how many of you had ever heard of him? Don't lie either. Be real with yourself. How many of you had heard of him? Okay? Because, I mean, if we're going to talk about mainstream power, and that's why Adele won, because it did more than Lemonade did. Come on, y'all. Beck beat Beyonce out for that album, and it sold 80,000 copies in the first 3 hours, and that's with no PR work, no marketing, no nothing. She literally surprised us with that, right? And it didn't even take days for it to go gold. Like, it literally was like, oh, Beyonce got an album, boom, it's worldwide, everybody got it already, we're already talking about it. But none of us had ever heard of Beck until that award ceremony. But you still want to? Are you still wanting to go with that argument though, that Beyonce is losing because the people she's losing to, just their album did more? No, because I mean, once you start actually getting to the facts of everything, right? You start realizing that your argument is you'll end up contradicting yourself if you focus on your hatred for Beyonce too long. Like, you will eventually find yourself contradicting yourself. You will. You absolutely will. There's just no way around it. And I think people are just so focused on it because they refuse to look at the bigger picture. It's bigger than Beyonce. Honestly, I think you guys might be the fanatics if all you can focus on is just it being Beyonce, right? Because there's no doubt in my mind that if this was any other artist, you guys would have complete dissertations on how Adele winning is a complete fraud, okay? But because it's Beyonce, you know, fine, I don't care. Now, that bitch, I don't care if she wins. Shit, I don't fuck with her no way. I don't like Beyonce. But let it be anybody else. Oh my God, really? There's no way Adele should have won. I can guarantee it. Like, I don't even need that to happen to know that that's how it would have played out. So, you know, Carlos Santana talking about modeling music. I don't even know what that means. Like, if that's the case, if we're going to talk about someone being a powerhouse, right, then as I've heard before, I've heard this sentiment before, opera singers should literally be dominating, but they're not. So let's not act like this was awarded on who has more vocal precision, right? Let's not do that either, because you'll also find yourself stuck in a rut if you're going with that argument as well. I literally just say this is literally how the artists were done this year, particularly Beyonce, seeing as how, you know, she literally for the past, I'll say this album and her self-titled EP and like these last 2 albums have literally, she has done very very minimal PR, right? And for them to still do as well as they do, with her not having announced anything, she doesn't announce, she doesn't do commercials, or, there's literally barely any PR work before these huge projects come out. And then they come out and then they do exceptionally well. Even right now, I believe Lemonade is like number 2 or 3 in the iTunes charts. Like, come on, be serious, It's just artists are artists in their own right? And she's literally a performer. Like, I find it weird that people are so quick to criticize Beyonce. It's like you don't hear this same criticism for Janet Jackson, right? Now, if you come for Janet, then the entire community is ready to come back for you. Like, oh, you ain't finna talk about Auntie Janet. And it's like, well, why not, right? If you can literally go through the depths of hell to criticize, Beyonce on such trivial technicalities, then why can't we all be honest with ourselves and just put it out there? Janet can't sing, okay? She can't sing, but she is a hell of a performer, right? And she has dominated the performing arts. I can give her those props. I can say that and still be like, I love her. But for some reason with Beyonce, the entire world is ready to just shut whatever it is she does down. And it makes zero sense to me. It just does. Like I said, you ain't got to be her fan. You just need to respect her work ethic. Seriously. Like, you got artists out here shutting down entire tours for a hurt hip and a sore throat, and she out here performing with not 1 but 2 babies in her stomach. Just give her props. You got to. Like, you should. So I believe Carlos Santana argument is a little weird. Of course, I don't agree with it, and I think he should have just kept that sentiment to himself, because he's making all this buzz off of a very unfounded argument. Pretty much. He should just, like most people should do these days, that's in the media saying ludicrous things and giving alternative facts, right? I think he should just shut up. Now to Kanye. Kanye reportedly kicked out all press, or at least accredited press, out of his fashion show before it began. Not everybody was kicked out, though. There were a few people that were able to stream the event and take pictures and post on Instagram, but I guess they were regarded as Kanye West's friends, and that's why they were able to stay. But everybody else was pretty much told to leave. I just find this, I don't know what's going on with Ye. I don't. Honestly, I just feel like the press, he could have left some press there, right? Because, I heard he hired the model that wears her hijab. Halima Aden, I believe is how you say her name. I heard he hired her, which is great. That's really great news. But then again, it's also getting rumored that he did not go through the standards as far as getting his show, scheduled through the CFDA. So that probably also plays a role in, why he made such a brash decision to just kick everybody out at the beginning. But even if he if he had the intention of avoiding drama, he still managed to create some. Just not even warning people before, like literally minutes before the show started, he kicked out the press. And it's just, oh my goodness. I really don't have any personal feelings towards him, because I don't know. So many thoughts swirling in my head about Kanye West, and it's just like, there's things about his behavior and how I acknowledge, some of his mental struggles, but it's a lot of things that he does that I'm like, well, you still can't use his, your mental health to excuse that, right? So I don't know. I really don't know. As far as the kicking out the press, I don't know. like I said, the only thing I can come up with is that he knows that he didn't go through the proper standards, and that's why he kicked them all out. But I mean, even then, he still held the show in the middle of New York. Like, did you think they weren't going to find out? Of course they found out. So, I mean, I went to Twitter, and I mean, honestly, I saw some of the pieces myself, and I mean, as usual, I think the Yeezy line is ugly, okay? And clearly a lot of Twitter feels the same way I do, because you know, some people were saying they were comparing the shoes to Skechers, so they said it looked like snow gear. I don't know where his head is. I just hope that if he is still struggling with everything, that I just hope he gets better. I hope he continues his path to recovery, and that's all I can really wish for Kanye, because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Like, this is the first, I talk a lot, and this is the first time that I have literally been dumbfounded, and I'm just stuck, you know, I'm just stuck. I'm at a loss for words. This is the first time. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, when you do, make sure to turn those notifications on so you are aware and alerted whenever I upload new content. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Please take care. Love y'all.